Hello, my name is Matthew Rupp. I help local service businesses here in Wichita put their website to work. I made this really short video to show you a few ways you could get more results from your website. I know this is out of the blue and you might be wondering why is this guy sending me a video, which is a fair question. I found the best way to show a company I can help them is to actually demonstrate specific ways they can get more results from their website right away, often without spending any money at all. So with that in mind, let's jump right in. First off, I love that your site has all these logos. That really goes a long ways towards conveying trust, letting people see instantly that this is a reputable company that's been around for a long time and clearly has a good reputation. And I mean, really going above and beyond and showing that off. And I think I talk about that with all my clients. I think that's a excellent way that you're showing those off and really making those a priority. It's great that your navigation is broken down into different kinds of roofing. There's nothing worse than I mean, there's a few things worse than navigation that's services and product and features and just real generic terms. Our goal with your website should be helping your visitors and Google understand why you're the best possible choice. And when you have uh, generic terms or the business name up here at the top and URLs that aren't helpful and navigation that isn't helpful and real simple content, it makes it real hard for Google to see why you should be the number one results. I love the chat feature. I've seen this all the time with a lot of clients. With if you give somebody an option, something they can do that's softer, besides having to pick up that heavy phone, a lot of times they'll do it. So I think having this click to chat is a great idea. I would love to see how it's actually working for you. I assume it is working. You wouldn't still be doing it, but I think that's a great idea. As far as things that I know would be helpful for your website, is one of the first things I noticed is almost every client I work with, a body shop, a dentist, pest control company, the about page is one of the most popular pages on their site. It gets the most traffic, and this is really good information. I mean, you have real people with a history that are born and raised in Wichita and graduated from East, and that this is what people are looking for. But the fact that some of these are these two are drop down, and this is something you have to click. It's really kind of hidden. A lot of people are not going to find this page when they have to. Like I would put my our team above or between these two, or our team would go here and not make it something you have to click. So having the click and the drop down is a little confusing. The it's great that you have residential roofing and commercial roofing. I would just really encourage you to kind of put some legs underneath those two subjects. For example, if you go to Google and you think about um, types of residential roofing, um, types of shingles, or types of roof vents, or what are roof vents, or how do those factor in, or types of residential roof construction, that kind of content. So I'd put it under either you could put it under a blog, but really when you go to commercial roofing, like ideally three, four, five solid pages about commercial roofing. Same thing with residential roofing. See, for example, like I said, the goal with your website, of course, is for Google to be able to see why you're the best possible result. When you have as much content about residential roofing as you do about insurance, and as you do about, and I get why you have this on here, but it's confusing to Google. When you have just as much information about, eventually siding and insurance and commercial roofing, that's confusing. So I would just encourage you to get some additional content on these pages. Looking at that tab on Google, like that's an excellent start when you Google just random terms that people search for on Google when it comes to residential or commercial roofing. Make some handful of pages about that would definitely help you rank better. The third point is I would think about a call to action. Like right now you have a call to action just like a lot of the probably all the other roofing companies have, and that's request a quote. I would just encourage you to think about something that when you think about your ideal customer and their pain point, well, they're trying to find a reputable company. They're trying to not pay too much money. They're trying to, deal with a company that they can trust. That's what they're looking for. So with this, instead of request a quote, like I would encourage you to think about something along the lines of something that would bring your customers that come to your potential customers that come to your website value. Like what would they find helpful? For example, 10 10 questions to ask to find a reputable roofing company, or 10 questions every homeowner should ask before replacing their roof. And really put some good information in there. If you, and not just cookie cutter stuff, but if you really put some good information in there, some real good questions to ask, and the difference between this kind of paper and this kind of shingle, and the difference between these kind of nails, and ways that maybe some other companies do cut corners, I can tell you guys don't have a reputation for that, or you wouldn't be showing off all these awards and recognitions that you've earned. So, but if you were really helpful with that, you'd be one of the probably the only roofing company in Wichita that's without costing anything or without asking for anything in exchange, giving potential customers something really valuable. So they're going to come to your site, they're going to go to someone else's and someone else's, they're going to see this requested quote on everybody else's site. On yours, they're going to get something that they actually can print off or download or forward, and that they actually see is like, wow, this is really helpful. I mean, I just know that any way you can build trust with your visitors that come to your site, that's going to that's going to pay dividends. I mean, that's the whole goal, is to build trust and get them to call you. So hopefully you found those helpful. If you're like a lot of business owners I talk to, you probably aren't getting their leads from your website you wish you were. If you are getting leads from your website, I'm sure you'd like to see more of them. If you'd like to learn more, I welcome you to check out my site. You can check out some of the case studies I've done, or some of the local opportunities, the speaking engagements I've done here in Wichita, local SEO videos. I show off some of the clients that I've worked with here in Wichita, and some of the specific examples of success that we've had in working together. I thank you for your time, and hope to hear from you. Have a good day.